yesterday. Ooh, 'cause we're worlds apart, but just the same. Step up and watch it break down. You really want it, wanna make a scene, show me what you mean. Let's get it started, let me see what you got, can you pick it up a notch? Don't think you got it, can't handle the pressure yet. Oh, stop talking about it, gotta make this count, let's go. Are you ready, for me? Are you ready, are you ready, are you ready to say?
Yeah, I was ladies and gentlemen, my name is CMVP WWE34. Brilliant start to that. I'm here today to do my top 10 dinosaur figures of 2015. Now, I'm only going to use the ones that I bought that are 2015 exclusive, basically from 2015. And I'm only going to use, I'm excluding the Toys R Us Papo exclusive Tyrannosaurus Rex and Velociraptor. So these are the figures that I've bought myself, not figures that other people have got that I haven't got. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Number 10. Well, I also forgot to mention I will be excluding the Jurassic World toys as well. But number 10 is the Schleich Small Giganotosaurus. Now, this dinosaur I was interested in getting when I saw the art of it and when I saw the pictures of it. I thought it was a cute little Giganotosaurus. And I was really excited for it, and I got it, and you know something, I was happy with it. I was very, very happy with it. It's a bit bigger than I thought it'd be, because I thought it would be tiny, but it's not. It fits really well with the other Giganotosaurus I've got from Schleich, but this figure is fantastic, and you know what? I don't care what other people say about it. I think it looks nice. I think kids will love it. I like it. I know a couple of people like it. I feel like it's a bit of a underappreciated figure in my opinion. It's got a nice pose, nice coloration. It's got nice silver paint, which I like. So yeah, if you see this figure, pick it up. So that's number 10, Giganotosaurus Small Schleich. At number 9, we have one of my favourite little Stegosaurians, the Kentrosaurus from Schleich again. So Schleich have been pumping out quite a few dinosaurs this year, and this came at the start with the Anhangera, but I wasn't interested in the Pterosaur, so I got this guy, and I've not looked back on this guy. This guy looks fantastic. I mean, the scales on it, the detail on the plates themselves and the spikes are beautiful, and it's a cool little pose. And you know what? It's sat there. I'm looking at it right now. It's sat there with my Carnotaurus, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is definitely a great conversation piece, and it's definitely a good piece to have in like a diorama set where it's been attacked by an Allosaurus. You should definitely get the Allosaurus if that's still there. I've heard that it's been discontinued, which is a real shame. You should definitely get that just for that dinosaur because it'd look great next to that. But you could get it for any other dinosaur, and it'd look really nice with it. And overall, the paint, the texture, the sculpting is beautiful. So yeah, you got to get this guy when you get the chance. You'll not regret it. So that's Kentrosaurus from Schleich at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is the Schleich new purple Spinosaurus. Now, when I got this figure, I was really stunned by it. It was a good figure. Not accurate. Nope, not accurate at all. But I like it because I just like the pose. And I was going to put this at number 9, but I thought, no, it's got something above the Kentrosaurus in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it's not accurate like the Kentrosaurus has been known to be, apparently. But I will say the pose definitely complements it. The look of it definitely complements it. And yeah, just it's beautiful. It looks really nice. The spikes are good. The sail isn't accurate, but the head is fantastic. It reminds me of a dragon almost, which I really loved about this figure. So yeah, but if you basically know about Spinosaurus, you'll know this is completely wrong. But I will tell you this: it's good for nostalgia purposes because people do tend to think a lot about Spinosaurus and how it used to be like a bipedal kind of creature with a nice quadrupedal. So I'd get this for nostalgia purposes, or if you want, you could always get it as an Oxalia, because Oxalia, we know, we currently still don't know if it's a biped or a quadruped, and you know, it could be a biped, could be a biped. So yeah. So at number 8 is the purple new Spinosaurus. In at number 7, I know I've stuttered my words then, is the orange Giganotosaurus from Schleich, and what a nice figure this is. It's not accurate. It's got nothing in accuracy in my opinion, but it's still a really good figure, and it's quite chunky as well. It's quite chunky and quite heavy, which really just I feel like is brilliant, because I like big chunky figures, but not like collector chunky, because have you seen the hips on them bad boys? Jesus Christ. But it's got nice detail. I love the musculature that's been sculpted there, and I love the coloration. Yeah, and the one thing that really puts it over that Spinosaurus is that it's not in a really quirky pose. I mean, yeah, the tail is curled, but it's not in a weird pose. And again, it's just a really nice looking figure. It's really good with the other Giganotosaurus and the small Giganotosaurus, which is fantastic, and it really fits with the Carnotaurus as well, in my opinion, because they're Argentinian dinosaurs. So yeah, basically that's all I got to say about this figure. It's a really nice figure, big and chunky, worth your money. In at number 7 is the Giganotosaurus from 2015. In at number 6 is not a dinosaur, but still a dinosaur figure. The Pliosaurus from 2015 from Collector. That's the first Collector sea reptile they've ever bought. And I thought to myself, I need to get back into sea reptiles, and I did. And you know what? I'm glad I picked up this guy. I was going to pick up the Mosasaur, but I didn't get a chance, so I decided, you know what, stuff it, I'll pick up this guy. He's big, he's large, he's really heavy as well, he's chunky as well, which I like about that. It really does help with the Pliosaurus being a really heavy animal, and those lampreys really add to it. When I saw them, I thought they were scratches or big wounds in the side of it, which really just gave it a really aggressive looking kind of assertiveness, but they turned out to be lampreys. I'm not happy about it. I'm actually really happy about it, to be honest. Oh my heck, I sound right weird. But it really gave it an authentic and really scientific kind of look upon it, because I reckon that lampreys would have probably attached themselves to these big creatures and probably fed off of them, you know, like on the parasites and all that. And maybe they were like how you see sharks with little fishes today. Maybe like pliosaurs had symbiotic relationships with fishes and small animals that they would protect them, and the small animals would feed off of the parasites and the little bits of scraps of food that would float around, you know, all that kind of stuff. Makes sense. And that figure is well worth your money. I love the detail, I love the look of it. It's got a scheme like a tiger shark, which someone commented in my review of it, and the whole overall look of it is brilliant, and it's an absolutely beautiful shelf piece. It really does strike you when you look at it, because its head is huge, and as well as the body. So yeah, the Pliosaurus from 2015 is in at number 6. So in at number 5 is the new Collector Walking Spinosaurus from 2015. Oh my god. Wow, when I saw that this figure was coming out, I was absolutely stunned, because I didn't think people would make an accurate Spinosaurus like this so quickly. But yeah, Collector did a really good job. I mean, it's been probably just over a year since they discovered the new Spinosaurus specimen, but this is fantastic. I mean, it does resemble a lot of the artwork what was given, and it's also got the crocodilian additions on the tail, and the feeling, the texture, the musculature. The overall sculpt is fantastic. The jaw articulation is brilliant. The teeth are superb. The little crest, the little coloration, just all of it is fantastic. I mean, it's a brilliant piece, and I tell you something now. I was quite stunned how big it was. It was, I think they said it was about 30 on the everythingdinosaur.com. I think they said it was about 31 centimeters in length. This bad boy is about 35. I mean, that's not a big difference, obviously, but it looks like it. I mean, you put it next to the Carcharodontosaurus, which I can see on my shelf, and it's near the chin of my 1 to 15 scale Tyrannosaurus, and it's like, oh good god. And it's bright colours, it's green colour, it's spikes, and the crocodilian likeness of it is just superb in my opinion. They chose a really good design for a Spinosaurus, well, a really good coloration I mean, but the design is, I say, spot on. it is absolutely spot on. If to be honest, I reckon that a Spinosaurus would probably look like that, but obviously apparently people reckon I reckon they would have had feathers, but I still like the look of it. It's a great piece, and I don't have any I don't have any complaints about it. I do not have a single complaint about it. It's a beautiful piece. So yeah, that Spinosaurus is in at number 5. In at number 4 is the Safari Limited Uteranus, the first Safari Limited figure I ever bought, and you know what? It's probably the best, and I'll tell you why. It's got feathers, it's pretty much scientifically accurate, it's got a fantastic paint scheme, and you know what? It stands out like a sore thumb, and not in a bad way, in a very good way, because it's a fantastic figure. It's worth every penny I paid, and you know something? I'm going to even say this: it's probably as good as the Reebok figure in sculpt wise, coloration wise, and overall accuracy. And for all those Reebok fans, yeah, I just said that. And for all those Safari Limited fans, yeah, I just said that. But this figure is really imprinted on me, and even though it's quite small next to a couple of my other big figures, it does stand out just because it looks like a big polar bear. I love that polar bearish scheme it's kind of got, and it really just stands out to me. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of like the big Tyrannosaurs. I mean, Tarbosaurus is my favourite Tyrannosaur, but Uteranus is soon. I reckon it'll become my second favourite, because currently it's my third, just under Gorgosaurus. But what a fantastic figure, and yeah, this really does give a different impression on the tyrant lizards, and it just gives a different impression on all dinosaurs altogether. And for Uteranus to get such a good recognition like it did in recent years is incredible, and for Safari Limited to make a figure as good as they did is superb. And you know something? I'm glad they brought it out this year, and you know something? I'm glad I picked it up. So the Safari Limited Uteranus is at number 4. So, in the number 3 is a figure I just got today, and it is the Reebok Ceratosaurus Dentical Carter Savage, 1:35 scale, I think. Oh my god, it is a fantastic figure. I'm not even kidding. I was absolutely stunned. I died to sit back down after looking at it. Well, yeah, sat down in surprise, not stood up in surprise. But I really did like when I saw this figure for the first time. I think it was on Jurassic Collectibles channel. By the way, man, mate, I have to tell you something. If you're watching this, you are superb at what you do. You are absolutely fantastic. If not, you are one of the, I would say you're one of the best, if not the best, dinosaur figure reviewer on YouTube. But in my opinion, my number 1 favourite is Matthew the Dinosaur King. Hey, buddy. But this really does complement Ceratosaurus as a whole, because I love Ceratosaurus. I think it's a fantastic dinosaur, especially Denticulcatus, because I like the bigger species of every different genus, apart from a few exceptions. But this species is fantastic, and I think it's really portrayed quite nicely in this figure. I think it's scientifically accurate, it's scientifically sound. The sculpt is beautiful, the overall look is fantastic, the base is absolutely stunning, and the crocodilian scales on its back are brilliant. The horn, I mean, yeah, it's not colourful though, but it still just gives it a really rugged kind of brutal kind of way to it. And you know something? I'm glad I paid my money for it. I'm glad I picked this up, and you know what? I think that might just become one of my best Ceratosaurus figures I've ever got. So yeah, in at number 3 is the Ceratosaurus from Reebok 2015. In at number 2 is another figure that I just got today, and it's the demigod Hercules, the Acrocanthosaurus. And oh ho ho, I tell you something, Reebok, you have done a fantastic job on this bad boy. It's a beautiful piece. I cannot tell you how beautifully done this piece is. I mean, first of all, it stands beautifully on its base. Second of all, the detail, the texture, every little nook and cranny and line is just expertly crafted, and you know it's a fantastic figure. And those eyes, oh, they are, Jesus, they're either scary or they are wondrous. I don't know what it is, but that is a beautiful piece. And plus the Tyrannosaurus Terrali that it comes with is again a brilliant add-on. It's a brilliant add-on in my opinion, and this might just be Rebor's best figure that they've ever done in my opinion, because it's a beautiful piece. I mean, it stands up there with the T-Rex. It's as good as that, if not better, in my opinion, just because of the texture, the colour, the sculpt, the scientific accuracy, just an overall just brilliance to it. And you know something, I'm glad I picked this up. I'm so glad and happy that I picked this up. So at number 2 is the Acrocanthosaurus atticoensis Hercules from Rebor in 2015. And in at number 1 is a production from the good boys at Papo. It is the Young Apatosaurus from 2015. What a fantastic piece. I can remember on my birthday when I got this, and you know something, every day since I have looked at that figure and I've just thought to myself, what a figure. I mean, first of all, it looks stunning. I mean, it really looks like an Apatosaurus. And, well, I think this is based off of Apatosaurus excelsus, which really would mean that this is a Brontosaurus, but whatever, I don't care. It's fantastic. Oh my god, it's a great figure. In my opinion, it's one of Papo's absolute best. To be honest, that is better than the Brachiosaurus they brought out. I'm going to say that, just because it's got a very large and thick neck. It's got a big bulky body. It's got claws on its toes like you'd see in a lot of the fossils. Its head is fantastic. The just small detail, the great detail that goes into even the smallest bits. The tail is fantastic. That really embodies the whole diplodocid apatosaurid kind of way that a sauropod would whip its tail about. And in my opinion, it's really scientifically accurate. And you know something, it's a beautiful piece. It is fantastic, and you know, it really sits in well with the other dinosaurs. And I'm just so happy that I got this for my birthday. I'm so happy that it's on my shelf right now. It is one of the best. It is the best figure, in my opinion, that's been brought out dinosaur related this year, just because of its sheer accuracy, the detail, the look of it, the colour scheme. It is absolutely brilliant. And you know something, if they brought out an adult version, I'd buy that too. I would buy that too. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Next year we should be looking at some other relatively okay figures, in my opinion. I will say that Papo and Schleich have sort of disappointed me a bit, but I'll tell you something, I'm going to make a bold statement right now, right here. Collector, next year is the year of Collector. Look at what they are bringing out, and I can tell you this, they are going to soar to the top very quickly. Collector, they did it this year with a lot of their figures, and they'll do it next year. I reckon they will they will top Papo next year, and maybe even Schleich. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do you agree with my bold statement? If you do, bye.